MightyWolfTV.
Nintendo presents The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Also, hey guys, it's Trevin Scheller, owner of MightyWolfTV, and we are going to be starting a brand new playthrough on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game and this console, the Nintendo Switch, have released 5 years ago. Well, I'm playing this on March 2nd, 2022, but this video is uploading on March 3rd, 2022, so that's why I'm playing this a day before the 5-year anniversary. So you guys are watching this on March 3rd. And as you guys are watching this, I'm probably either still at work or I'm recording the second part. But anyways, celebrating the 5-year anniversary of this game by playing through it again, but on this channel.
Wake up, Link.
I actually remember streaming this game a few years ago. Got like barely any views. Like I remember people were like, can you please play something else? This is boring. Clearly I had the wrong kind of viewers in my streams. But yeah, honestly, 5 years later and this game still looks gorgeous. This game has aged so well. Game of the Year in 2017 as well. 10 out of 10 on every, reviewer. Same thing with Mario Odyssey. But yeah, here we go. And there's the Sheikah Slate.
Take it. It will help.
I actually have a Switch case for that Sheikah Slate. Some of you may remember I did an unboxing video of the Switch 5 years ago. Well, I actually did 2 unboxing videos of the Switch. The first one was the launch day. And I got the special edition of Breath of the Wild along with the gray Joy-Con Switch, and I even got some blue and red Joy-Cons as well. I remember 2016 and 2017 were a pretty crappy year for me, honestly. But then, 2017 happened, and then I got the Switch, and I felt like things were actually good then. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch got me through some tough times. Like, I still remembered being really depressed about not having a girlfriend and stuff. I'm still depressed about that today, actually. And, I was so depressed that my parents wanted to make me feel better. And so they surprised me with a Nintendo Switch on launch day. It was one of the biggest surprises of my life. Like, I literally almost resorted to buying the game digitally on my Wii U. I still got the game on Wii U, like, many years later, actually. Physically. But no, I put the Switch version first. This was also the first Switch game I ever played, the first Switch game I ever owned. Remember the first time I played a Switch was actually on someone else's. It was a school day. Like, one of my teachers had a Switch on launch day. And, he let me play it. Never forget how great that was. I remembered I also tried out Snipper Clips that day, too. That was another launch title. There was only 7 launch titles. You had this, you had Snipper Clips, Fast RMX. Those Snipper Clips and Fast RMX were digital exclusive. Then you also had the Switch port of Skylanders Imaginators. You had Super Bomberman R, 1-2 Switch, and Just Dance 2017. But this game right here was the Nintendo Switch's. This was like back when the Switch first came out. This game was the killer app, equivalent to a Halo on the original Xbox, or Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 on the Dreamcast, or Mario on the 64. But yeah, back when this game first came out, this was the killer app. And my god, this game has aged so well. Also, first item, tree branch. Got Hylian Shroom. So, I'm not gonna go for 100% completion. Definitely not. I've never even done that on my own time. Although my dad has, though. Whoa, that was cool. So my dad was not a Zelda fan at all, really. Like, he played the original. It's like my dad played the original back in the 80s. And that was the only Zelda game he ever actually enjoyed. Like, he only played the original. No Zelda 2, no Ocarina of Time, no Wind Waker, no Twilight Princess, nothing. This is the first Zelda game he, like, really played after that. And he fell in love. Like, my dad was also in the Skyrim. He said the only thing missing in that game was being able to climb. And this game basically offered his wish. Or, like, his wish was granted in this game. I beg your pardon, I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me, I cannot resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Santa Claus? Me, I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to the legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. And you can actually change the camera while talking to people. Yeah, and there's a Temple of Time right there. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom, 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. So yeah, anyway, what I was saying is that this was basically the game that got my dad into Zelda. And I know a lot of people who have literally never, ever played a Zelda game, and they play this and they fall in love instantly. This game was just that good. Like, even people who aren't even in the video games liked this game. Oh, you're not Hestu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Korok Seed. Oh, my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. But yeah, as I was saying, like, my dad, like, he loved this game so much. He played this game more than I did, and he 100%'d the heck out of this game. He did everything, basically. He did all the shrines, he beat all the DLC, I can't think of anything he didn't do. Like, he played the living heck out of this game. Like, my dad is actually the only person I know who actually 100%ed this game. And that's crazy, because he was never into a Zelda game before Breath of the Wild.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I wish I could say the same. Though I may not have 100% Breath of the Wild, I did at least 100% Odyssey. Like, I completely 100% Super Mario Odyssey. But not this. I got far on this game, definitely. Yeah, I use a tree branch for this. Yeah, we defeated a Bokoblin. Got a Bokoblin horn. I was pressing the Y button instead of X. I was playing a lot of Legends of Arceus, so I keep thinking the jump button is Y. The jump button is X, not Y. Although you could switch it to be B. Yeah, this game was absolutely groundbreaking for a Nintendo game, honestly. It's also amazing that this game runs on the Wii U, because this was actually originally a Wii U game. Like, the Switch version is technically a port. I got him. Ah, Acorn. Only gives you a quarter of health. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice to explore. Just talk to you guys, because I have no one else to talk to, really, besides my dad, and sometimes my friends that I don't see much because I work. And because they work, and some of them are even in college. Oh, there's this thing. Got a lot of Hylian shrooms. If I was trying to dodge roll, but no, it's a Legends of Arceus thing, not this game. There you can crouch though. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and enemies, or animals. Sorry. Oh, I guess enemies are a foe. Come on, give it. That's still following me. Oh yeah, we have the axe. Oh, but I'll use the rusty broadsword. Boko Club, nice. And Boko Shield. Yeah, I'm starting to remember these controls again. It's been a while since I played this. Or it's been a wild since I played this. Breath of the Wild since I... Nah, that's a bad joke. But yeah, because I was so depressed, it's like I wasn't just depressed when they got me to Switch, I also kind of did something bad, so because of that, they didn't give me ownership of the Switch. It was a family Switch. And I was upset about that. So I wasn't able to play the Switch all the time. My dad and my brother played it most of the time. They just played Zelda, really. Oh, we got our first bow. Okay, there's still an enemy. Nice, critical hit. Okay, let's see what's in here. I forget. I don't remember what's in any of the chests, honestly. Ah, opal. We don't have bombs yet, or any rune. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the game for those of you who haven't played it. Like, I definitely would not want to spoil this game for anyone who hasn't played it. It's just a fantastic game that literally everyone who owns a Switch should play. It's still dumb that the Switch doesn't have any pack-in titles. Like, 1-2 Switch is not worth $50. It should have just been a pack-in title. And I think literally everyone I know agrees with that. So yeah, like, when I got the Nintendo Switch, the only game we had was Breath of the Wild. But then I remembered I bought Snipper Clips in the eShop the day after. So on March 4th, I got Snipper Clips. I didn't even know there was a demo. And I remember later that month I got to play the Splatoon 2 Global Test Fire. That was also a blast. I'm still waiting for Splatoon 3's Test Fire. When's it gonna happen? And I'm also speaking of Splatoon 2, I was gonna do a playthrough on that this year as well. The story mode. And also, by the way, the Switch was the very first console I ever got on launch day. Man, man, 2017 was a great time to be a Nintendo fan. Like, you had big games releasing that year, like, you had Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. That was all big stuff. Alright, got him. Are there any more? Oh, I guess we could just open it. Yeah, I remember I pretty much had to, like, because it wasn't mine, I had to, like, ask to bring it to school and stuff. But see, like, I got another Switch, so, like, a lot of you, like, I did a second unboxing video on the Switch, and a lot of you were like, why do you have 2 Switches? You're so spoiled. But, like, the reason why I got a second Switch was so, you know, my dad would basically have his own, because, like, my dad and my brother loved the Switch and Breath of the Wild. Also, speaking of my brother, he finally got his own Switch after almost 5 years. He got one for Christmas. And then for Christmas, I also got the Switch LED model. But yeah, I wanted to get a second Switch so that way I'd have my own personal Switch. And then, you know, my dad would still have his own to play on. And not to mention, if Pokemon were to come out, like, my dad loves Pokemon and plays the heck out of it. And basically hogs the system if the new Pokemon game was on it. So I thought, like, if we both had our own Switches, we could both play a new Pokemon together. Not to mention, we could both play Zelda together, we could both play other games together. Yeah, like, my dad and brother thought it was a stupid idea at the time to get a second Switch for myself and let them keep the family Switch, but in retrospect, I think it was a good idea. We still have that Switch, and it's still my dad's. I did get a Switch Lite in 2019, and I eventually gave my turquoise Switch Lite to my mom. And then I got the blue Switch Lite for myself, the regular blue one that came out the same day as Miitopia. And then I got the OLED model for Christmas. But yeah, when I got my my own personal Switch, I got my own copy of Breath of the Wild plus Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Super Bomberman R. The only Bomberman game I ever owned, actually. That's still the case today, believe it or not. Oh, Bokab and Fang. But yeah, Super Bomberman R we actually rented. So like, back when I didn't have my own Switch, we actually rented a bunch of games, and Super Bomberman R was one of the games we rented. Remember, we also rented 1-2 Switch, Puyo Puyo Tetris, stuff like that. Just Dance 2017. I remember my mom liked it, she actually bought her own copy. And she only played it once. And then I eventually sold that game. But yeah, when I got my own Switch, that's when 2017 really took off for me. And then my friends started getting their own Switches. But yeah, like I said before, 2017 was a great time to be a Nintendo fan. This year is a good time to be a Nintendo fan too. It's the 5th anniversary of the Switch. And we got sequels to 2017's games coming to Switch in this year. We got Splatoon 3 coming out, we got Breath of the Wild sequel coming out. I doubt it's gonna come out this year. When the sequel comes out, I'm definitely gonna do a playthrough on that. I'm absolutely gonna do a playthrough on it. Oh, by the way, there's actually a running glitch. If you hold the D-pad down and repeatedly press B, you can actually run, like, indefinitely. Yeah, see how the stamina gauge isn't going down? And I even remember the day the Switch came out. I remembered my math class. We like had nothing to do that Friday, near the end of the day. So we went to the. So I had a teacher who I had an awesome teacher who owned his own Switch, and we all went next door to take turns playing Breath of the Wild. That was great. But yeah, man, 2017. I mean, the Nintendo Switch got me through some tough times, and I still think it's one of the best consoles ever made. Has a special place in my heart. I didn't get them. No weapons selected. I'll also get this. Oh, that's my first one. Oh, I can pick it up. Oh, you have to use the right D-pad. I forgot about that. Gonna hit him right in the face. I was gonna hit him in the butt, but then I couldn't do that, and I just ended up hitting him in the face. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I was gonna sneak strike. Ah, both Goblin Guts. Those aren't pretty common. And more fire arrows. Alright, what's to do now? Can go over here. I do miss the Switch's early days, though. Like, back when it was, like, fresh and new and stuff. But overall, I think the Switch has actually gotten better. People think that, I know there are a lot of people who think Nintendo stinks. Because, like, a lot of people say they overcharge their games. Microsoft and Sony overcharge their games, not Nintendo. And did any of you ever stop to think that cartridges are more expensive to produce than discs? I mean, come on, think about that for a second. And I wanted to do a critical hit. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I don't care, that's badly damaged. I got more. There we go. And you too. Alright, let's go up. Ah, Traveler's Sword. And in good condition, too. But yeah, you look out here. It's the open world that you can't go past. Ah, we opened our Sheikah Slate for the first time. Yeah, so this little circle is literally the entirety of the Great Plateau. Like, I already thought this place was so big, and then I found you can go outside, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, looking out there. There's the volcano, and there's another, one of those things. The Divine Beasts. I just want to jump off. Just show that off. Also, my dog's barking in the background. I can't do anything about that. Should probably heal. Yeah, I wish we had runes. Alright, let's go ahead and do the objective. Alright. Ooh, he actually had a real sword. Alright. But yeah, the fact that this game was able to run on the Wii U and the Switch, it's like the Wii U uses discs and this uses cartridges. Like, Nintendo has basically proved that cartridges can be just as powerful as discs. And here we go with this. Great Plateau Tower. I don't know what I was about to say at all. Or why I missaid tower. I was gonna say what, shower? And there we go, we've unlocked the first map. The entirety of the Great Plateau.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Alright, we did that. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I did a playthrough on Skyward Sword HD and Ocarina of Time last year. So if you guys want to watch those, you can definitely go ahead and do so. But yeah, in my opinion, I would say this is the best Zelda game ever made. My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. The tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop the tower? I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. You did happen to recognize this mysterious voice. No, I see. Well, if this is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding that castle? That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blights upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I do. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, it would be quite another story. Hand it over. Oh, certainly, why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Those branches I got were free. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Alright. Come, let me show you something. Okay. Let's see what he has to show us. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider, a fair exchange, I believe. Yeah, there it is over there. Also, guys, that's it for this video, so don't forget to stay tuned to MightyWolfTV in the future, and have a great day, guys. We'll be back again with this game soon.